Black Light, Cyberspace Ministry, the Aboriginal Universal Supreme Council Conscience of the Elder. Now look, uh, we're talking about religions. They make you pray to the flag. When they want to do something, when they want to move on somebody, you have to pick up your rifle and go and kill somebody or be killed. And being still every Sunday, we're talking about Jesus, talking about turn the other cheek. He who lived by the sword died by the sword and all like that. So they pacify you with a sermon on Sundays about Jesus being a peaceful man. And they don't tell you that Jesus was a revolutionary. They tell you, but you don't hear it like that. Then they tell you they got a cross on they, you know, that cross represents death, you know. It represents a lot of things, but they want to show you that what that cross really means to them. It means if you speak against or go against what they want to put in your mind, that you're going to get crucified like Jesus. And then they say Jesus rose again. So ain't no sign for nobody rising, you know, from the dead, is it? What's the sign for somebody rising from the dead? It ain't that cross. That cross is what they put on your grave when you're dead and you ain't rising no more. Once you go into that ground, it's over. You know, you're not coming back. So then they give you a snow job on that you're going to go to heaven. If you just cooperate with them, you're going to go to heaven. That's what they're saying. Cooperate with this bullshit that we putting on you. You know, don't say nothing and you go to heaven. So if you say something against them, you know, and you got some effect on the masses when you say it, you know, but then they gonna stop you. And see what happens to most people that do that is they stop them rather quickly. Now I'm gonna name real quickly the baddest who put it like this. I'm gonna name the most powerfulest black men in my lifetime. The baddest black man that ever walked the planet to me is the most honorable Elijah Muhammad. Now, I never seen Master Farad Muhammad, but when you see Elijah, you see Master Farad Muhammad. Because Master Farad Muhammad taught Elijah. And the way he taught Elijah lasted the most, he was the most longest lasting teacher that there was on the planet. Because in the 70s, that's when he made his transition. Now that's a pretty good long time for someone talking talking like he was talking. And Marcus Garvey, I liked him, but he he uh, he was just to bring, he was forerunner. He was like John the Baptist, and so was Noble Drew Ali. They were like, John the Baptist. You know what I'm saying? And right now, reason why you can see that Elijah Muhammad had an effect is because he's at war with Islam. Now, he don't want to offend the ones that's over here. There's a lot of wealthy so-called Muslims over here. He allows them over here because they really not practicing Islam, man. It's a pseudo practice that they're practicing because of the Sharia law. When you see Sharia law, you seeing the laws of Mayat, you seeing the laws of Moses, you seeing the laws of Jesus, and see, divine inspiration and divine revelation got a way of finding its way into certain people's minds, and brings out in that time that they're living in certain truths that is necessary for the lives of the masses. And they always find a way to interrupt, See, everything is done by the permission of the Most High, or let's say the source, or the whatever name that you want to relate to. It can only happen by the permission of that. Now, it is a divine entity. That divine entity could clothe himself in the flesh of man. Now, it's been many theories and hypotheses and all that, whatever you want to say about this. But today we're going to go hard. Now look, getting to this point right here. You all are, those of you that are listening to this channel or YouTube video, you all are a part of that, or you wouldn't be listening. You're getting breathed on by an elder that's pure in my heart, in my motives. See, I'm not trying to be famous. I'm not trying to be get rich, like that. I'm cleansing myself, and I'm on a fast, and I'm doing it in the month that Elijah Muhammad recommended. Now, those brothers over here that call themselves Muslims, they left their country to come over here. Now, they had to give up a whole lot of things to come over here. They had to come into the out of Sharia law into the Constitution law. Now the Constitution law, it was all right, you know, in the beginning, but it wasn't meant for y'all Muslims, and it wasn't meant for the blacks. It was meant for the Caucasian people. And now it has been corrupted and put into suspension, not suspicion, but suspension. This has been suspended. You know, we in a state of martial law. You know, and they don't want Islam to proliferate in this country because of Sharia law talking about no interest. Now I said it many times before. No interest means if someone gives you loan you money and charge you interest, and you already in a hole. That's why you want to borrow the money, because you're in a hole. You want to get out the hole, so you borrow the money. And they put interest on it, then you're going to always stay in that hole until you find a way to pay all that back. And then the interest, you know, creates debt. Then they get rich off the debt. And I'm not going to explain it to you, break all that down to you, you know, because if you don't know that by now, then you close-minded anyway, you know. Your eyes are shut because you can see and feel that something ain't right, you know. Because you know the history of this country, right? When you go to school, you look in your history books. You see if you're a black man, you see very little about yourself before you were in this country. You don't know nothing about yourself. But you do know that you were slaves at one time, and that Abraham Lincoln, so-called Abraham Lincoln, had freed you. But then after he freed you, you still weren't treated right. You know. And then up until, I say, in the 50s, when Martin Luther King was doing the civil rights movement, they wouldn't allow you to mix with them, and you know, they was killing you, hanging you, and stuff like that. But yet still, you forgave them, and you want to be with them. Now, it was said like this. Elijah Muhammad said it, and Minister Farrakhan and all them said it like this. They compared it to a bad marriage. See, if a woman getting abused by her husband, you know, a smart woman would leave. As soon as she start getting abused, she'll book. But someone that's mentally disturbed, they keep on going back. And finally he killed him. You know. That's the black man and the black woman right now. They've been abused, still getting abused all this time, but y'all want to be with them. So that tell you you're crazy. Ain't no nice way of putting it.